I don't like discrimination. I don't like excluding others because of what they believe in. However, when it comes to chess openings, I will do all that and more. Your chess opening doesn't only determine how good you are at chess, but also how much you contribute as a person to society on a whole. As someone who's played way too much chess, I've seen a lot of random openings and have began to understand what each opening says about a person. I'll be rating all the openings on a scale from S to F tier, not based on how good the openings are, but on how good of a person you are for playing the opening. The Scotch Gambit is an interesting line. It's very aggressive and instantly asks black if they are up to date on their preparation, as if they are not, they can get run over extremely fast. The only bad thing is, if you don't know your preparation, it will be you who is getting cooked, as the lines are extremely forcing, and sometimes the game just comes down to memorization. As such, I think this line is kind of overrated. It's interesting and can lead to very dynamic and tactical positions, but unless you're an attacking mastermind, you will need to spend a lot of time studying this opening, as the ideas are not natural. And the people who play the Scotch are fun to be around. They do have friends, they just don't go outside much, as they spend all day remembering Scotch Gambit theory. As such, I think this opening belongs in top of B tier.
Oh my god, dude!
If you play this opening, you probably think you're Gotham Chess, and I want to let you know that you are not Gotham Chess. Just because you watched 2 videos of Gotham Chess explaining how to play the Caro-Kann does not mean you're him. You will never be him. That man is my glorious king of chess, and you are only a pawn. As such, unless you are Gotham Chess, I do not want to see anyone playing this opening. Move the pawn up one more space and play a real opening. You're not special and you will never be special until you give up the Caro-Kann and start playing an actual opening against e4. The fact that these players take the Caro-Kann and make it their entire chess persona and glaze it every second they get, I just cannot respect anyone who plays this opening. Because of this, I believe this opening deserves to be in D tier. People who play the Accelerated Dragon definitely just heard the name, thought it sounded cool, and thought I might as well play it as my main opening. And honestly, I respect this decision. The Accelerated Dragon is a very interesting way to counter e4, with an early fianchetto and often early d5. The opening was also one of Magnus Carlsen's main weapons against e4 back in 2012. And if the Accelerated Dragon is good enough for Magnus Carlsen, it's good enough for anyone. Because of this, I think this opening deserves to be in A tier, as it leads to very exciting games for black that are very rich in tactics, but mainly because it has such a cool name, which actually increases the rating of this opening from A tier to S tier.
Fuck, this is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
The King's Gambit is kind of like the Queen's Gambit, only on the King's side, and it's actually a gambit. People who play this opening are truly menaces. All they want is to see the world burn. They're not here to have fun. They're not here to make friends. They're not even here to win. All they care about is playing the King's Gambit and then trying to violate you as fast as humanly possible. And even though the computer does not like the King's Gambit, it has been proven time and time again that if you underestimate this opening, you will get clips put on TikTok and lose your will to keep playing chess. Because of this, I can't put the King's Gambit in a high tier, as that would encourage others to play it, making the world more chaotic and evil than it already is. Which is why I think this opening belongs to be in C tier. People who play the Ruy Lopez are elitists. They think they're better than everyone else because they play the line that is most common at Grandmaster level, the Ruy Lopez. And fairly so, as this opening often gives white a small, stable advantage where they have more space and usually more active pieces. The only downside is you have to face some of the most boring, drawish openings, such as the Berlin defense. Additionally, due to how theoretical this opening is, you will likely spend your whole life studying just this opening and still not be able to fully understand it. If you play the Ruy Lopez and you're below 1500 ELO, please stop. Play something more chill, like the Scotch or the Scotch Gambit, or any of the S or A tier openings, which make you a good person. But if you really think you're better than everyone else and want to spend time remembering one of the most complex openings in the whole of chess, then I low-key respect it, but don't say I didn't warn you. Because of this, I think this opening deserves to be in A tier. The Sodium Attack is the epitome of jester maxing. People who play this opening think one of two things. Either they're extremely strong players and they want to embarrass their weaker opponent, or they're extremely weak-minded players who want an excuse to fall back on in the case that they lose. These people think they're funny. They think everyone is laughing with them. But the truth is, everyone is laughing at them. Because if you play this opening, you have accidentally exposed yourself for being a clown. Because of this, I actually think the sodium attack may be worse than the Dutch defense, which is why I'm going to place this opening at the bottom of F tier. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. And let me know what openings you want me to add next.